Greetings, people of the world! Matthew back with you here at Novora Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. It is day 47 of 75 for EDSS here in the Realm Reborn, and yesterday we had the opportunity to successfully complete our task at Hawk Manor, and thus completed the murder mystery in the process. And then, having alleviated that problem, we returned to the Silence of the Seventh Dawn, where Lady Minfilia notified us that another primal is now on the loose. The kobolds here in La Noscea have summoned their primal titan, and so we now have to go about the steps in order to be able to get access to be able to fight him. However, to do so, we have to win the favor of this gentleman standing behind me, Weskite, who belongs to an organization called the Company of Heroes that was successful in defeating the Primal Titan in the past. And strangely enough, while this place may be known as Costa del Sol, named after the resort town in Final Fantasy VII, for some reason now the rain has started falling. Yeah, don't ask me why, it's just the random number generator being a jerk today. But whatever. Let's start by taking care of the various tasks that Weskite will need us to do. So, let's get underway. Starting with his level 30 challenge entitled Nix That. Weskite would first like to verify that you are not a complete fraud. Also yesterday, Ishtola decided to not be very diplomatic in her way that she was conducting herself. Master Gegoruju's requests can be more demanding than you realize. Before I set you to your true task, I would like to verify that this will not be a waste of my time. A Nyx has recently been seen prowling the beach to the east. As you can imagine, my master does not want large slimy creatures anywhere near his lands. The beast is cunning, but you should have no difficulty luring it out with having. Slay the Nyx and return to me. Oh, and don't forget to bring me a leg as proof of the kill. And so, that we shall do. So, as you can see, the Costa del Sol is perched above these, bunch of little huts perched on the various wood planks, the wood boardwalks. But our true purpose here is to hit the water and go out to the east, try and find my way around, because you can find holes around here. Like over here, I believe? At least I hope this is one. No? Okay. Because there are places you can fit through the holes. So for some reason they're not showing up right now. Oh, you gotta be really? Wow! What a great start to the video. And we, I'm trying to get to where I need to be, and the only way you can get there is by taking the scenic route. Apparently. Yeah, I thought we could just thread ourselves through, but no, it cannot be done. Ugh. Yeah. Okay. Well, there's one Nyx. Perhaps it's on a challenge that another person is in the process of. Yeah, inflated Nyx, and yeah, actually that Happy Mackie was actually doing the same quest I'm doing. It's the exact same challenge, so I imagine we'll be crossing paths a lot today. So, we need to thaw some fattened herring. Yeah, because everything is better when it's fatter, right? So, lie in wait for the Nyx to appear. And then there it is. Back for a rematch, except it's not with the other guy, it's with me now. I'm now your opponent that you must attempt to defeat in order to prevent your slaughter. Or maybe you're just the Nyx's identical twin, and you're just out seeking revenge or something. I don't know personally, but whatever the case may be, you are soon to be defeated. And be careful for the Labored Leap ability, because that can do good damage. In fact, in some places in dungeons where Nyxes appear, the Labored Leap can actually one-shot kill you. Personal experience has dictated that, so make sure if you ever see a Nyx attempting the Labored Leap ability, get out of the way. Just don't even ask why, just do it. Because, yeah, you do not want to be one-shot killed. So now that we have taken care of the first official task of Weskite, let's go ahead and give him what he requires, which is the Nyx leg, because I guess it tastes like chicken or something. Well, did you deal with the Nyx? Yes, we did. lest you think me overly cautious for testing you in this way. You should know that we had an incident not long ago. A foolish young employee was dismissed for lying about his past. He claimed to have served in the company of heroes, but I knew for a fact he did not. Ah, yes. A particular gentleman lied about his identity yesterday, and we held him accountable. Anyway, now that the pointless busy work is finished, I shall give you a challenge as befits your talents. And so, money and experience. Into the bank. And now for Westkite's next challenge, a modest proposal. Westkite has an important mission for you. Two highly distinguished individuals are scheduled to visit Costa del Sol in the near future, and Master Gegaruju wishes to welcome them with an elaborate banquet. But, while money is no object, not everything Master Gegaruju desires can be so easily purchased. It is to be an extremely exotic feast, and so, Edie, your mission is to seek out and obtain the rare ingredients our chef requires. It will be a long and arduous journey, but you need not toil alone. Many of the mercenaries who once served under my command still live, and they will guide you in your quest. For the first ingredient, I would have you travel to the South Shroud and speak with Landonel at Camp Tranquil. What? You mean to tell me you cannot afford to waste time as your associate did? Adventurer, if you have not the endurance to complete this mission, how do you expect me to believe you can outlast the Lord of Crags? Either do it or don't. I have work to do. Yeah. How's that for shoving it down your throat? I know I do not have much money, 2,100, but I know for a fact that I've been accumulating a lot of silver pieces. I've been accumulating a lot of elegant silver pieces the last couple of days with Edie. So before I go anywhere, I might as well fund my trips, because there will be a few of them, with these silver pieces that I have been able to acquire. Alright, so, sort my... Yeah, give me a moment. Okay, I'm back. So I sorted off the silver pieces I had and made my way down here to Camp Tranquil here in the Black Shroud, in the South Shroud, for those of you who weren't remembering. And for those of you who are wondering who called me, up here in Ontario, we have an election happening in a few weeks, and so, unsurprisingly, these stupid political parties are wasting my time and your taxpayer dollars by calling people at their homes at random, asking them for their votes. So, yeah, I got called by the same person over and over, and I intentionally kept putting them off. I kept intentionally hanging up, putting them on voicemail, whatever, and so, yeah, I thought I was done with that particular political party, but no, another one has come to take its place, and I know this because they are using area codes that are not in Ontario. So, yeah, that's pretty piss-off. And yeah, sorry for the slip of the tongue, but when it comes to politics, you really don't have a choice. So, back at it. Landonel of the Wood Whalers. How come you're not wearing a mask like Dato Mashroka, your ally? Do you require assistance, adventurer? So this is the one who would challenge Titan. I've been expecting you, Weedy. The ingredient you seek is the egg of a giant adamantoise. The method of acquisition should be obvious. You steal it from the beast's nest, of course. Simple in theory, but difficult in execution. Most who try die in the attempt. Well, I help you get it. You amuse me. I will not jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. From me, you will receive only information. What you do with it is your choice. And so, we get the experience just for talking to him. But no reimbursement on the transport costs. So let's take Landonel's level 30 challenge entitled The Penitent Man. Landonel needs to explain a few things to you. Very well. What are we talking about? Let me be clear. This business between you, me, and the captain must remain a secret. So why aren't you dismissing your Mikote officer? See, I don't regret my time spent with the company in the slightest. Traveling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them. Meeting interesting people and killing them. It was all jolly good fun. Yes, I'm sure it was. Alas, Gridonians are in by a large and unforgiving lot. Tetzel here being a rare exception, although she certainly seemed scared about what you were talking about. I've had to go to great lengths to ensure that I am seen as a model citizen, with no taste for drinking, whoring, gambling, and all those other activities I so dearly miss. So understand that if you ruin my little charade by wagging your tongue, I'll fashion your noose with your entrails and hang you from the nearest heaven's pillar. Now then, where were we? Ah yes, the egg. The first thing you must do is deal with the sentries patrolling the adamantoise breeding grounds. Poaching is illegal in Gridania, in case you were unaware. Poaching is illegal everywhere. A shame we have so few whalers to spare, especially with brownie brushes almost in season. Matron forfend if agaric flies claim the crop before we receive additional sentries. And what are we catching? Aye, we will soon need barrels of sting brew to weaken and ward off the pests. But if any of the Valken were found near the shrooms before we can take preventative measures, we will be forced to shift our patrols immediately. You will of course notify me if you encounter any Argaric flies in the vicinity of the lower parts, yes? Sure thing. Whatever you say, sir. And so... yeah, and even Dead Tomoshoka has a challenge for us if we want it. But we're not going to take it. Because there's simply too much to do. And so we want to go down here. So let's summon my Chocobo. And make our way onto the south path. So yeah, you get a pretty sweet perspective of where exactly we are. There's also level 30 quests for those who are involved with the Twin Adder, guild levies. So we want to come down here, and we also want to use the technique we've been using before, which is to implement the usage of a key item. So let's dismount, go to the inventory, and set the Sting Brew onto a hotbar. We will use the poke. We'll use it in place of the poke. Alright, so brownie brush. Right over here. Yeah, we don't want to deal with the hoverfly swarm, we want to deal with the contents of the brownie brush. So, the moment that the Argaric flies show up, hit them with the Sting Brew. And quickly before they strike. With the effects now in motion, start attacking. Yeah, this is something that we've actually done before, but now you're gonna start seeing it a few more times when you're doing various quests. So make sure that you take advantage of the usage of the key items that any allies may provide you with. Because it gets rid of Argaric fly swarms and other similar enemies with a lot more ease than if you had not used it. So anyway, it's dead. And so now we have to pick up the brownie brush. I'm not sure what a brownie brush is supposed to be exactly. But nonetheless, we can take this to our main man, Thanalan. So, past the wood whalers, and back up the bridge. And enjoying the chocobo riding music. And lots of wood whalers stationed here at Camp Tranquil. Strange they call it Camp Tranquil, and yet it's home to some of the strongest enemies in the Black Shroud. So yeah, try and make sense of that. Alright, Thanalan, here you go. I pray this year's crop of brownie brushes comes late. Well, maybe not late enough, and it's a mushroom, by the way. Oh my, is this the brownie brush? And you say you slew a whole swarm of Argaric flies? Matron's teats, we cannot wait for reinforcements, we must do something. Well, what I'm going to be doing is assessing what is available to me, and noticing that it might not be stuff that I necessarily require. So, we're taking the 2000 gil, and taking on Thanalan's next challenge entitled Changing of the Guard. Thanalan has an urgent request for a kind adventurer. This Argaric fly infestation requires our full attention. I thank you for bringing it to my attention, adventurer. If I may impose upon your kindness further, I would ask you to inform my subordinates of this dire development. I have 3 whalers currently standing guard in Roots Lake. Inform each man that they are to proceed to the lower paths and search for Argaric fly swarms until further notice. Thus, we shall do this. So, back to the Chocobo! And I do believe we could go east and make this trek a little shorter. Ah! Ooh! Oh, here's one right here. An honest wood whaler, huh? Well, let's see just how honest you are. Argaric flies in the lower paths? Then I mustn't delay. Thank you for relaying Captain Thanalan's orders, adventurer. And so off he goes to deal with that situation. Now, let's put a bit of a spring in my step, because we are not fighting anything. We don't need to fight anything. We're simply in the exercise of letting people know of an infestation that could be very hazardous to the people of the Black Shroud. Brazen Wood Whaler, huh? Well, let's see how you take the news. A message from the captain. A message from the vile captain? Wow. Damn, I've got to stop combining lines into each other. Damn, those volcano are a danger to travelers on the road. I will depart immediately. Alright, he's taken care of. Oops, no, didn't want to do that. I want to sprint. I want to sprint, please. But not like the mobile phone company in America. Yeah, they actually had a few years of business in Canada, but then they pulled up and left shop. Closed shop, whatever. Stodgy Wood Whaler. What's that? Everyone is to search for the lower paths for organic flies. I know we hadn't had to deal with poachers recently, but I cannot help but worry that they will strike in our absence. But an order is an order. And so, away they go. So, back over the ladder now, and we will use the choker whistle this time. And avoid the scary Marlboro in the process. Yes, because I will not be taken under by a stupid Marlboro's bad breath. It shall not be happening. I absolutely forbid it. Run around the bridge, and here we go. Back up to the top of Camp Tranquil, where we can speak with Mr. Thanalan again. He's certainly gonna have us busy today, I can assure you that. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, there's a lot to do here at Camp Tranquil right now. I take you to have informed my men then. Excellent work, Edie. However, I cannot keep the roosters distracted for too long. If you wish to pillage the henhouse, then you must do so now. Then that we shall do. Let's take on your level 30 challenge entitled Trial by Turtle. Landonell is wondering why you are still here. Well, that's a good question. Do we have a good answer? Well, what are you waiting for? There's a perfectly good adamantoise egg in a nest to the east of here, just right for the taking. Not that I expect you to live long enough to claim it. The mother never strays far from the child, and you will surely be attacked the moment you lay hands upon the egg. There will be other healers, Edie. You do not need to challenge Titan. Abandon your quest, or your corpse will rot in this swamp. Well, screw you, Landon. I'm taking the challenge anyway. In fact, it's not all that far. So, off we go again! Yeah, screw you and your words of warning. I don't even care that I landed on the wrong side of the platform. It doesn't matter. I want to make a beeline as best I can towards that egg. And you cannot stop me! No, you cannot stop me at all. Well, maybe some feral condors can. But I want to seek the egg, and maybe a Marlboro too. But I do believe yes. Target sighted. Dismount, please. Alright, adamantoise the egg. Start attempting to acquire it, and then you feel the ground tremble beneath your feet because there's the adamantoise. Go! Go, man, go! Yeah, be as quick as you can on this guy. Because he has the tortoise stomp ability. Or rather, she has the tortoise stomp ability, because this is the mother. This is the mother, and the last thing you want to have happen is get stomped underneath her big foot. Or have a feral Marlboro come in and run interference. That's even worse. But the mother is gone. The mother is put down, and the adamantoise egg is now ours. Back to Landonell. Chocobo! That's right! Let us ride with the adamantoise egg in hand, safely back to Camp Tranquil, and whoa! Sentry, where are you going? Woodwhaler, where are you off to? Did you get embattled into a fate or something? Well, I guess we'll never know, because we are giving this egg to the man who has requested us to obtain it for him. Alright, Landonell. Now what do I do with it? I thought you might have the good sense to leave this place. By your continued presence, I take it you intend to persevere to the bitter end? Of course I do. Ha ha! Such bravery! Such recklessness! That will serve you well against Titan. Leave the egg with me. I'll see that it gets to the captain. You should make haste to southern Thanalan. In Forgotten Springs, you will find a man named Udo Nu. He will be your next guide. Safe travels, Edie. Alright, very well. So, since we have to complete this task in Thanalan, I will see you guys in southern Thanalan in a moment. Be right back. Okay, so we have now made it back to Little Alamigo because this is the closest place we can get to in order to get to the Forgotten Springs, because they're going to be somewhere right around here, and there's also an aetheryte that we can also get access to, so good idea to go through this particular area. So now, well, it is a good idea because it is mandatory that we come through here, of course. So we want to start making our descents, but in going through to get access to Forgotten Springs, you can only go through to get there one way, and it's through some very, very hostile territory. Believe you me when I say that. You have to go south, because if you go to the west, you'll just go into a dead end. So we have to go through Zanrak, and make sure you weren't using your chocobo, because as you'll notice, these enemies are powerful. They are level 45. So yeah, I don't understand why they would force you to go through an area that all the enemies are around level 45. That just makes no sense to me. I just don't understand why they would force you to go into a challenge where you have to deal with level 45 monsters. And I think I've stumbled upon a dead end. Well, maybe not. It seems like I go around here. Yeah, I know I'm behind the level of this fate. And besides, I wouldn't want to take it on anyway, because that fate that I actually went through, it's actually a mandatory part of a quest that you cannot do until you're experience level 50. I actually completed that quest over the weekend, and it actually starts a chain of events and a chain of quests that will get you an opportunity to take on another primal that is not part of the main story. So, we're going to now start turning to the east, and as you can see, the enemies are now closer to our experience level. So we have to go around the long way, as much as it pains me to do so, but we don't have a choice. So yeah, Forgotten Springs, not that much further. Just going to cover a little bit more of the map. In fact, we're going to cover even more of the map. We're going to go around the large blocks of rocks in order to get to where we need to go, because yeah, the bridge is right over here. This will get us to where we need to be. So, yeah, looks like there's a fate going on, which means, well, we are here, why don't we, and there are people involved, so why not? Let's see if we can, whoa, yeah, let's see if we can lend a hand on this fate. Start pounding away on the stupid uglies. Because, yeah, I cannot advance until this fate is taken care of, so let's get it out of the way. Do whatever it takes to erase these vile fiends, and I do not want to target the ranger, thank you, I want to target a sandworm. And get out of the way of that impending attack. Alright, that one's dead. Alright, yeah, you're at full health. Let's go ahead and attack you instead. In fact, they're not damaging me that much. So yeah, considering that in this particular fate you have reinforcements that aren't necessarily other gamers, there should be no difficulty with you attempting to take this challenge by yourself. In fact, we almost got it done. Yeah, a quote-unquote solo completion of a fate. And is that it? No, apparently not. Apparently they're still somewhere. Oh, but here's the big one. Oh, crap. Suddenly, I don't like our chances. Yeah, because I thought we were just going to deal with the little sandworms, but no, that's not how it's going to work here. Not even remotely close. All I can hope is that I stay out of the danger zone enough. The area of effect, as it's commonly known in Final Fantasy XIV Realm Reborn speak. Are we recognize this completed? No, we're not, because we got to take on the big worm. Oh, man, are you kidding? I can say this would end not all that well. I mean, if nothing else, we're getting experience, but that's not why I'm here. Because these stupid sandworms are blocking my advance. And it looks like they may have finally found some fresh meat, other than myself. Oh, wait a minute. Do we win? Do we win? No, of course not, we don't. No, of course not, we don't win. Yeah, I just simply stepped out of the fate circle. Yeah, not the quest that I wanted to be taking on, but there is no choice. I cannot advance without at least attempting to do it. Attempting to complete it, and I am getting low on health, and that was a 200-point hit. Oh boy. Really? Game? Are we really doing this? I mean, is there any way possible to not have to put up with this? Because is there anyone else? Is there anyone else other than myself and Rateau Ragefire attempting this? Oh, not again. I'm gonna get hit by the sand again. Yeah, not liking where this is going. Oh. Yeah, I need to get myself away from danger, and I need to get myself attuned to the Aetheryte right away. Yeah, of all the times to not have any backups or additional resources, this was the worst time for this to happen. Yeah, thinking we're gonna get an easy fate, we're gonna get an easy victory, but no. That is not working that way. In fact, I think there's a way far enough that I can speak with Udo Nu. Or maybe not, because I saw the line that says you're targeted. Well, I guess they broke off pursuit. Alright, Udo Nu, with the dramatic music going on. State your business, adventurer! So this is the one Whiskhead sends me. I haven't the foggiest what he sees in you, and until I do, you'll receive no aid from me. Well, definitely a flattering thought, but we can't use any of what's here, so 2,000 get are mine. And I'm still being targeted as we take on Udo's level 31 challenge, entitled The Drake Exception. Oh, are you what? The AoE goes into the building! Wow. What can I say other than I'm just angry, pissed, and infuriated? I mean, all we're doing is just fighting off stupid, pointless, ridiculous sandworms, and and I keep losing HP! Well, at least there are some allies that could help me, maybe. But even then, it's not an assurance, and of course, I've really got to learn to back off and get my HP regenerated to full before I try going and charging headlong into battle again. Because yeah, I'm just wasting my time, is what I'm doing. That's what's going on, because the moment I attack, it will instantaneously attack me. Well, not this time. Thankfully, this is a rare exception. But still. I'm not all that well equipped for this particular challenge. And I keep attacking out of order. I just hope that our combined efforts, the three of us, will be enough to achieve victory. Because let's face it, I would prefer to be done with this. And the story going on, I would like to continue it, and it looks like we're up to 4 people now. Trying to slaughter this damn worm. And it's already wasted 5 minutes of my time. Who knows how much more it'll waste. All we just have to do is keep pounding away on this thing. We've got it past half. But yeah, that is one massive area for that attack to go through the same breath. Yeah, it's just crazy the lengths that you have to go through in order to complete a challenge, as the sun is now rising on Ul'dah and on Thanalan. And I'm getting myself lost within the sandworm itself. But sometimes you have to go to the underbelly in order to destroy its belly, and what the heck just happened there? Yeah, that was weird. Nonetheless, we're still pounding away on this stupid worm. Lay waste to you and get rid of you. Put you away once and for all, because that would be very nice. Yeah, come back to me, you stupid sandworm. I want to get rid of you once and for all, because I am tired of you wasting my time. You should have never been worth my time, but a fate intervened. And so I'm left with no other alternative but to lay waste to your big tuckus. I just want you slaughtered and dealt with. Gone for good. Alright, there. That takes care of that, thank God. Yeah, now where were we? Oh, that's right. Udo Nu. Now give me an answer as to why you're ignoring me. Persistent bugger. Very well, let's have a look at you. Well? Yeah, he's obviously inspecting what I'm wearing. You've seen your share of battle, there's no mistaking that. And you did manage to obtain that adamantoise egg. However, that was not more than a display of brute force and blind courage. The Nun I once fought also believed that his strength would save him. He was wrong, and now I am Nun. Many years ago, I joined the company of heroes to hone my skills, instead of challenging my predecessor before I was ready. Even when I was young, I understood that victory goes to the patient, the cunning, the pragmatic. That is why I claimed my position, and it is why I still hold it, and it is why I will not help an unproven whelp. The children of the sands do not offer aid to strangers. To do so is a sign of weakness. If you are recognized as a skilled hunter in your own right, perhaps it would be permissible to assist you. A child who wishes to become a hunter must collect the blood of 7 sundrakes. You are not a child, so you may find this to be easy, but you are not of the Yo tribe, so perhaps not. I will consider your request once you brought me the blood, and not a moment sooner. Well, if you say so. And so, with that, time to slay 7 sundrakes, which are in the direction, I believe, of the south somewhere. Yes, southeast, specifically. Alright, scan my chocobo, and let's go. Because, yeah, the crap I've already been through in this particular episode has already been more than I can handle. So if I can just get through these 7 sundrakes and then be on my way, I'll be satisfied. It'll give me enough opportunity to take care of stuff to get ready for recording tomorrow. So, yeah, we want to go basically in the direction of where this massive tower is. It's essentially like a smokestack. I don't know if you can see the smoke coming out from the top of the building, but it is there. It's basically like a... I guess you could call it something to guide people. And I do see an enemy that is on a hunting log, so we might as well fight it while we're out here. No reason not to. Yeah, I fought one set of enemies on the way over here, in between the particular records for this day. And so that's already been added to my list. Hold out. Hold out. Gotcha. Might as well kill as many as there are here, so let's just get them all out of the way and be done with it. And you're looking to create an inferno, but unfortunately, I'm gonna put you out. Your bombing will be extinguished with great haste. As of immediately. One more smoke bomb. Yes, that'll do. I believe this is a 3 enemy only opponent to defeat for the hunting log, because yeah, now you're gonna start getting into situations with your warrior class or magic class in your hunting log at this point at level 3, where you're gonna start to see enemies that you need to kill more than 3 of. You may start to see enemies that you need to kill 4 of or 5 of. And I think in one case you even need to kill 6 of a specific enemy. So that goes on the hunting log, but as you noticed, I did not gain experience for it because that was part of a 2-part. And, wouldn't you know it, it just happens to also include the Sundrake, which I need to slay 7 of, so hey, that works out. Yeah, that kind of works out pretty well. Yeah, we need 4 to complete the hunting log, and 7 to complete the quest. So that works out very nicely. So just keep going to the east. Avoid the zombies. Yeah, because those are zombies. In fact, you need to come back to this place in order to complete another quest. It's another part of the quest that I mentioned before that led to the chain that leads you to taking on primal that's not within the context of the main story. And it is a completely optional one, actually. It's not one that is mandatory. In post-game play, there will be primals that you will have to slay under mandatory circumstances. But there are others, like the one I fought over the weekend, that entailed those particular zombies, that you will not be required to do that. So yeah, it looks like these Sundrakes are going to be well spread out. Most of them are not even within the confines of the red circle. But nonetheless, 7 slaughters will prove little of a challenge for me. All I need to make sure is that I am putting these things out of their misery in this 90-degree heat. Yeah, probably 90-degree heat at least, because we're in a desert, so it could even be 100. Of course, I'm speaking in Fahrenheit because I expect that the majority of the people who will be watching my videos will be Americans. So therefore, I have to, at times, speak in language that they can understand. So, load it up and attack, and avoid his special ability. Load it up, and more damage taken. More damage from me, not from my opponent. Gone. Alright. Let's go directly north because I see one token over here that indicates them. Then we'll go get that pair down at the south. But yeah, man, you guys are really spread out. Well, the good thing is I only need to kill 1 more of you in order to complete that particular part of the hunting log for the Lancers Guild. So if all goes well, I should have you slaughtered. And I do. Alright, so that's the hunting log put out of the way. And I'm getting a 12,500 experience point boost. 12,500 point experience bonus. I will definitely take it. And now I will run a long way. And hope that I get enough separation so that I'm not getting attacked by 2 Sundrakes at once. But I doubt it though. Come my direction. Come to me, come to me. Yeah, that's it. There you go. Yeah, if you can make it happen, if you have enough open space to do so, then do it. Whip into this fool. Make an example of him. Now, his smoldering skills don't mean a thing to me. For he shall be soon defeated. And now he is. Now for his friend. And there's number 7 off in the distance. So yeah, it all worked out. Who knew? And you can't see me, but I am doing the damage. as it were. Lots of damage. Scales being ripped and torn asunder by the power of the thrust of my lance. And then one more to get lucky number 7. Alright, your turn to go. It is your turn to go, and you shall soon be defeated. And then once I've accomplished that, then I can go to the crazy Udo Nu and his crazy speak, and I can go and give him the blood he requested of me. And load it up. Gone. Alright. Let's get on the chocobo to make this faster. Yeah, because we definitely wandered a long way from the Forgotten Springs. We definitely wandered a long way because these sundrakes were spread so far out. And it's never easy fighting things in heat this hot in the middle of Thanalan. But actually, this is as far south in Thanalan as you can go. You can't go any further than this. Actually, wait a minute. Well, yeah, because that's literally the bottom of the map. And there's no more of that of Thanalan or Eorzea. Yeah, tongue twister. Or Eorzea beyond the point of that map, because we are in southern Thanalan. So, we should be able to get back within a minute or two. And we've got some huge sand dunes to climb in order to get back there. But I can see the crystal on the horizon. The aetheryte crystal, specifically. So all we need to do is just get ourselves across that bridge and we'll be home free. Of course, the Yarzons out here, just like the Yarzons in the Black Shroud, they're incredibly annoying, and they are, of course, are feral, which means they'll get near you for no reason whatsoever. Alright, back to the Forgotten Springs to give the highly coveted blood to Udo Nu. Yeah, back off, Yarzon. I'm in a safe haven. I will not help an unproven whelp. Bring me the blood, we have nothing to discuss. Oh, here, you happy? You are a hunter of beasts. This much I now know to be true. But Titan is no mere beast. If you mean to hunt a god, you must prove yourself much more to me. Well, that we can take care of in the next episode. So yeah, I'm gonna take the level 30 earrings. I have no problem taking a set of level 30 earrings. Granted, I have a 29s as well, but these will give me a little extra in terms of stat boosts. So, I believe we are going to call it here for today, and so we obviously have a lot more to do to win the favor of the Company of Heroes, and we will get to continuing that tomorrow. So I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, or Realm Reborn. And when I join you again, we will see what else Udo Nu wants us to do next for him. So until next time everyone, this is Matthew with Navora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.